for the emergency response team, in case we do have an accident or incident with a T-28 aircraft, they're basically all the same, and what you fellas need to be really concerned with is the capability to shut off the fuel to the aircraft, the capability to open the canopy, the capability to shut the mags off, the battery off, and also how to combat an on-ground fire. I'd like to walk you around the airplane and show you these individual areas and so on, so you have a working knowledge of what to do with the T-28 aircraft. You might be involved with would be an engine fire, an engine compartment fire while the aircraft is on the ground. This could be a result of possibly severed fuel lines or something of this nature, but you are looking for an opportunity to be able to put fire extinguishing agent into the engine compartment. As you can see, if you try and put it in here, all you do is put your extinguishing agent into the exhaust stacks, which are designed to contain fire anyway. So if you wish to put an extinguishing agent into the engine compartment itself, here on the right-hand side of the cowling is a door that should be labeled Access for Fire Extinguishing. All you do is push this door in. It's a spring-loaded door. It will latch, as you can see, and then you can squirt your fire extinguishing agent inside the engine compartment, which puts your agent into the firewall section, etc. On the T-28 is a two-section canopy. There's the forward section and the aft section. These sections are tied together by cables. They move together. They do not move separately. You can physically open both canopies by using pure muscle force on either one of the canopies. Now I want to reference you to this circle right here and this handle. In a situation, if the airplane would be involved in an incident and would be on the ground, be on its belly, the crew is unconscious, your primary job is to get the people out of the airplane. The first thing that you can do with this canopy is push this button and it releases this handle. This handle you push on the bottom of it and pull it out. Now if you wish to attempt to open the canopy manually, you pull this handle forward. You then can go right to this spot here where it says push on the bottom. You push on the bottom, pull this handle out. That now allows you mechanical ability to open the canopy. And as you see, by pushing the back one open, the front one opens as well. Now let me reclose the canopy. Take you back to the emergency circle, that if you are unable to operate the canopy manually, this canopy also has an air bottle for use in emergencies. It is the same handle that you see here. You pull the handle out and you move it directly aft where it says Emergency Canopy Control Exit Release. This fires the emergency nitrogen charged bottle. Both canopies will open automatically in 3/4 of a second. You might want to be aware of that if you use the emergency method of opening the canopy, it moves very quickly. Watch that you don't get your fingers in the way. And once again, both canopies will move together. Okay. Okay, all T-28's electrical panel and magneto switches are located here on the right forward side of the front cockpit. All of these panels are the same basically in all T-28s. There's simply a master switch for battery. It's a simple on and off switch. If you wish to shut the electrical off to the airplane, this is the switch that you use. Also right here ahead of the switch panel is the magneto switch. If you wish to turn the magnetos off, all you have to do is turn it off. It's a conventional magneto switch like any other airplane that you're used to. Okay, the fuel selector switch on all T-28s is located here on the left-hand side console of the forward cockpit and the aft cockpit. They are mechanically held together. You may turn the fuel off from either cockpit. Most airplanes, the switch is strictly on-off. What it does is it's the on-off valve for the fuel itself, and it also activates the electric-driven fuel boost pump, which will, if it is running, will be turned off when you turn the battery switch on. It should be labeled. Off is this position, pointed outboard. On is this way. Some early model T-28s will have an on position here, an off position here, and an on position here. The thing that you are interested in, if you need to turn the fuel off, naturally it was on, so move the handle to some position other than where it is, and you will shut the fuel off to the airplane. Simply on, off, it is mechanically operated. On almost all of the T-28s, primarily those painted in navy and marine colors, the battery location, if you wish to disconnect the battery, is located on the aft side of the fuselage, as you see here on the left-hand side. You're going to need a screwdriver in order to open this. Or quarter oar, right? You will see various types of connections on these batteries, and you're going to have to deal with what you are seeing when you open the door. I would say that most of the batteries do have a quick disconnect on it. I don't want to do this one because it's safety. All you do is untwist it and the plug comes right off the battery. On some of the early A-model T-28s, the battery is located in the right wheel well. Okay, if you are involved with an aircraft where you need to get to the cockpit to perform some sort of rescue operation with the pilots, and the airplane is on its landing gear, as you see it here, and the flaps are up, your first question really is, how am I going to get on this thing? Right up here on the side of the fuselage is this handle. It's just directly toward you as you look up toward the red circle for the canopy that we discussed earlier. It's right in line towards you. All you have to do is take this handle and pull it down 90 degrees. It's a mechanical handle, so it takes a little bit of force to do it. Pull it straight down like that. This allows the flaps to come down, free fall, or you may push them down. Just take your hand while holding the handle and push the flaps down. You can then let go of the handle, and you can now get onto the airplane. You notice that there are two kick-in steps in the flaps, and there is a handhold right on the top of the wing. There is also another handhold right here. So as I'll show you, if you need to drop the flaps and get on the airplane, the best thing to do is use your left hand in the handhold, start with your right foot, and go. You let me know because I can't hear you. Okay, if there is a fella who is incapacitated in the airplane and he's all strapped in as you see here, you are interested in getting him out. The first thing you need to do or be aware of is take his headset off or take his helmet off and just put it somewhere. In this airplane, the best place to put it is right up here on the glare shield. A helmet will fit in there. You don't want to get yourself into a situation where you're extracting the pilot and his head is still attached to the airplane. So first, get rid of the headphones and just throw them somewhere. The next move that you want to do, there'll be various types of seat belts that you will see. Most of the ex-military are this kind. All you need to do is look for this lever and pull it up, and it releases the entire seat belt system. Everything, as you can see, comes loose. You can now pull the man out of the airplane.